Hello, welcome back to Big Trouble in Little Podcast. I'm Andy.
Chaz.
Well, Joe Dubs.
I'm Zach.
This is the movie ranking podcast where we choose a new theme every month, and this month's theme was anime. Anime, get it? Okay, anyway, we watched Akira. This was Chaz's choice, technically,
Yep.
right?
It sure was.
This was kind of the genesis of us doing anime movies at all because we had to watch this movie. But tell us more about why we chose Akira, Chaz.
I mean, my reason's kind of lame. I've always wanted to watch this movie, and it was a good excuse to watch it. I mean, I don't really need an excuse, and now that I've watched it, I feel like an idiot. I should have watched it a long time ago. But yeah, that's more or less the gist of that.
Were they influenced by Mad Max at all? With these like biker gangs and all that? Because it had like a Mad Max futuristic feel to it.
I don't really
When did
know
Mad Max come out?
if it was or not. Well, Mad Max was like 81, I think.
Maybe a little bit then.
Well,
Yeah, but
no,
biker
original Mad
gangs
Max was
were all
79.
over like media though.
Yeah.
Well, biker gangs were actually in Japan though too for a while.
Yeah, I very
Well,
much
they
feel
still
more
are,
of a
kind of.
cyberpunk vibe from all of this. But I feel like Mad Max, like I can see to a point the biker gang stuff, but cyberpunk for sure is what jumps out to me much more in this.
Mm-hmm. Well, it has a cyberpunk feel, but like the crime, the futuristic stuff in it.
Mhm.
God damn, that bike is so cool.
Yeah.
Has anybody
Kaneda's-
replicated it yet?
Oh yeah, people have tried to build that shit in real life and everything.
That's fucking amazing.
The skyline shot in like some of the movies opening, there's like different times where you can see like the city skyline. This shit is straight up in Snatcher. Hideo Kojima's Snatcher. It's just like, oh hey, it's the skyline. Like it'd been a little bit since I saw this, and I was like, oh, that's where that shot comes from.
Mhm.
All right, I got a question. What are those fucking alien beings? Are they like some type of like interdimensional beings that the government has like?
Which aliens?
The
There's no
children.
aliens. Those are kids. Those are human kids.
Those
They were
are, yeah,
experiments. It shows
Yeah.
you in a flashback.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just didn't understand it well. I guess.
Yeah, so like
Well, that
my
get-
inference was children were experimented on to try to create the ultimate weapon or energy or whatever, and they got kind of far making all these like gifted children, and then they made one that really fucked things up, and that's what caused Akira.
MK
World
Ultra
War
children.
III.
Yeah, and then when they realized, oh, that one's dead and buried, and we put it away. That was the whole thing of everyone looked at it like a god, but it's because it was just something beyond society's understanding.
Could
Okay.
this be the power of a god? Oh, dub or sub, real quick.
Dub.
Yeah, I watched the dub.
Dub.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched both. I love this movie.
Okay. I was
You
gonna
watched
watch
it
the
twice?
sub. I was gonna watch the sub, but then I found out who was doing the voice acting in the dub, and I watched the dub.
The dub is great, and you
The
guys
new
all
one
did
is.
fine. But there's a few, like when I rewatched it again, I wasn't giving it my full attention, but I rewatched it because there's those few scenes where Kaneda is like shouting at someone or something, and they really, really animate his face. And it's just in the sub, it's more satisfying because it syncs up with the Japanese perfectly. But when they do the dub, it's like a little weird, like where he's like his jaw is moving all over and they like way over animate his face. It's kind of like for comedic effect or something. But there's that and a few other things. And the voice of the general in the Japanese version is just like perfect. I really like his voice in the Japanese version.
Who was Liquid Snake again?
Oh, Cam Clark played Kaneda in the original English dub from like the early 90s.
Oh yeah, there's two dubs, isn't there? I always forget about that.
Yeah, I forgot what they call. I typed it in the chat. It's known as some other kind of dub.
I assume we all watched
Man.
the newer one then, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
one with
The
The
newer
one that
ones
Steve
was-
Bloom is in twice.
Yeah, yeah, but it's Johnny Young Bosch plays Kaneda in the new one.
the Black Ranger.
Yeah, the other Black Ranger.
The other the not so Black Ranger.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
That's right, my hero. That redhead.
But yeah, I forgot like the original version of Akira was like a Criterion laser disc.
That's right. It's one of my most wanted media objects, possessions.
It's so crazy. But yeah, one day I'll watch it subbed. It's just like I when I originally watched it, apparently I saw the original dub with the kind of not great voice acting. Just the time it was. And this
holy shit, that's expensive.
ooh, how much is it?
So eBay has a cheap Laserdisc Criterion for $800, and there's another one that's collection for $2,800.
Oh,
More than I thought it was. It didn't used to be that much.
That's a
I
no
mean,
for me,
I am looking
dogs.
at just like the first, like I'm looking at the very first ones that come up for, like on Google that are eBay. So there might, I'm not gonna hunt it down, but we'll just say that they're that. But here's like one that it's used. By the way, those were like new. They're sealed. Like this is a used one. That's $200 pre-owned.
Oh,
that's more. Yeah. Time was you could run into one for less than 100. And I always kind of thought like if I saw one somewhere, I might do it. But it's not the kind of thing I'm gonna like prowl eBay for or whatever.
You gotta proud those garage sales, the ones that are like $1 that no one knows what
No,
they're
I gotta
selling.
find it at some weeb's mother selling his shit.
probably yeah.
Do you want his body pillow?
Mm.
No,
Depends
I'll
on
pass.
who it's a body pillow of. Has it been washed
Has it been well loved or just
lightly?
Moderately played.
Lightly. Not any action, huh? You know what? Kaneda, however you fucking say his
doesn't
name.
matter.
Kaneda.
Akira, Kaneda,
Kaneda,
Tetsuo. Well, I guess Tetsuo is just kind of Tetsuo.
Nobody says Tetsuo wrong. Nobody fucks that up.
Yeah,
at
that
all.
one's okay.
He kind of reminds me of like the guy from Clockwork Orange, or like a mixture of like Maverick from Top Gun, because he's like so reckless at times. He just goes in. He just doesn't give a shit.
No, yeah. It's part of what makes Akira so great is Kaneda is like he's exceptional. He's an interesting guy, and he is heroic. But also, he is a bad person. He is a ne'er-do-well. He is a hooligan.
Mhm.
Like he's part of this motorcycle gang, and he does drugs and violence. And he's not studying at his vocational school, and he does terrorism at some point.
Yeah, that's more like Clockwork Orange. Like, yeah.
It's because society failed all those kids.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah, even
themes.
even the teachers like I ain't gonna paid enough for this bullshit, and people are leaving his class and all that stuff.
How many times did people write "fuck you" in the background of this movie? I didn't really think about that before, but
there's an essential, like if you ever get curious enough to read the manga, the same stuff goes on in the background of the manga nonstop, but it's even funnier because it'll like in the panels it has to translate the wall graffiti because they can't just translate the whole thing in the manga, and it always says like the most kooky stuff. Like I wish I could remember some of it. Spoiler, I'm gonna talk about how not only did I watch the movie 1.5 times, but I started reading the manga again.
Nice.
But like it has I wish I could find some examples real quick, but it's all like, yeah, fuck you, and man, I'm gonna look. Someone else talk for a sec. If you don't want to die, go home. No women's bathroom. Culture fests. Queers wanted for letter correspondence. Let's see. Youth prison cut through here.
youth prison.
Just like every other page, there's trash on the wall in the background. It has to be translated, so it's just funny.
Is there like imagery of like nuclear anxiety from like World War II in this anime?
Yeah,
for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. It starts with Tokyo getting nuked.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Is the whole story is Tokyo gets nuked, World War III happens, and we're 30 years later, and this is Neo Tokyo.
It's
Like,
literally this is the first page of the manga as well, by the way.
Yeah, they fucking bombed Tokyo.
Hey, it's in color too.
Yeah, the first few pages are in color, and then it switches to black and white.
I guess every time I see like a fucking explosion in anime, I just think of Dragon Ball Z, like as like the Kami stuff.
I
like
mean,
the Powerball and all that stuff.
That's straight up like the way they design those, like it's not accidental. Like it's more timing. Like who's copying who, right? Is a spirit bomb copying a nuke, or is the nuke copying the spirit bomb? I mean, it's obviously the
What
first
comes
one.
first, like chicken or the egg?
But no, it's very much born out of anxiety about the Third World War. The first couple pages of the manga, which again, the writer of the manga also wrote and directed the movie. So the two are very linked. But the first 2 pages are at 2:17 p.m. on December 6th, 1982, a new type of bomb exploded over the metropolitan area of Japan. 9 hours later, World War III began, and then it names a whole bunch of cities: Leningrad, Moscow, Kazan, Vladivostok, Houston, Berlin, whatever. And then the world began to rebuild, and that's it. And then the story starts. Like that's the thesis statement for kind of what the story kind of goes on to do.
Yeah.
There's just to wrap up, talk about the nuclear anxiety being the genesis of the story. One of my favorite Reddit comments of all time is, I can't remember if it was in like r/anime or old school anime, or maybe even r/Akira, I don't know, but someone posted a picture of like the bomb in the manga or something like that and said, is it ever explained precisely what happened? Why was the bomb detonated over Japan first before anything else happened? And the top voted comment was, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters about the story is that adults have let the world go to shit, and that now that the world is shit, these kids live in it and have to deal with it.
True.
That kind of today, IRL, real life.
Yeah, no, I mean, like the world has been mismanaged, and now this is what it is. Like that's all that matters. Like who detonated the bomb doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like the winner of World War III isn't even really pinpointed in all 6 volumes of the manga. It's just like a bunch of shitty stuff happened, and this is where we're at.
It's like the movie War Games where he's playing fucking checkers. No one wins. There's no winner in war. Oh man. I also had, like, now since you guys said that, like they were experimenting on kids, because when I see shit like that, I'm just like, is that paranormal in some way? Because it looks like fucking like zombie.
Well, yeah. To your credit, they do look weird.
Mhm.
Like, you know, it's like their faces are like shriveled up, like they've aged or something.
They
and
look
they're
old.
like blue.
Yeah, they look old.
Yeah.
So it's strange. You see like these old looking children with like blue skin.
Yeah, and
they
they're
all
like
get that Benjamin Button disease.
yeah, they got like that psychic fucking like taking people's bodies and stuff, and like they were like going in there like speaking like them. I was like so weirded out a little bit. I was like, I don't know what the fuck they were, even though they explained it. I just didn't get it at all.
But that's the thing, is it's not even that they explain it. And that's one of the things that's beautiful about this movie, is that they're like, you could literally watch this movie 3 or 4 times and maybe come by with different opinions on what happened. And it's still what Andy said, like a lot of the questions doesn't really matter for some of the things as far as what the answers are. It just is what it is. But yeah, they don't give you a lot. You have to do a ton of inference to really know what's going on, at least for the film. Maybe in the manga, there's more explanation.
Sort of. I mean, the thing about, I'll just go ahead and say this. The movie and the manga aren't the same in that the film tells a story, the manga tells that story, and then so much more. Like where the movie ends is basically the end of the first volume.
Mm-hmm.
So, but because of the way the movie ends and the way the first volume ends, it kind of like your opportunity to learn a lot of other things kind of goes out the window because Neo Tokyo explodes. So the old world is gone, and the whole rest of the manga takes place in like the ruins of Neo Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes me want to read the manga now.
The manga is a masterpiece. It is fantastic. I recommend it most highly.
I got volume 1.
Good.
I was like skimming through like the plot of the manga, because one of the things I want to get into a little bit is like how there's stuff like who cares who won in the World War or why a bomb was dropped or any of that shit. But there's also just some things, specifically the ending of this movie is just like what happened. And like you don't really know what actually happened.
Yeah, it's not the same thing does happen in the manga, but the order of events and a few other things are changed a little bit.
Yeah, like when I was kind of skimming through like the manga synopsis, it read like Tetsuo had like a fucking army or something.
Yes, he has a
Like
cult.
that's well, yeah, a cult was following him, but it wasn't initially formed around him. It's like they discovered him, I guess. In the movie is what it looked like to me.
Yeah,
And-
they're the cult of Akira, and Tetsuo kind of ends up being the second coming of the Messiah to them. And yeah, he develops this cult like following, and they're a major force in the ruins of Tokyo.
I guess
like,
they explore that a lot more.
It's like a 7-8 sided conflict because like they're involved and like there's survivors and what's left of the Japanese metropolitan military or whatever the name of the organization is involved. The Soviet Union tries to meddle, the United States military tries to meddle, like everyone gets involved. It's just like it's just conflict on all sides. It's really well written. It's interesting, and it just never stops being like, oh, what's going to happen next?
But I guess it's like I liked it before the first time I saw it and everything. It's crazy and it's got great animation. The scenes with the bikes and all the bike chases are awesome.
The trail that the tail lights leave is just so iconic. Everyone has ripped that off.
Like that's where that came from. Some of that shit looks rotoscope too. Some of the violence, specifically some of the scenes where they're hitting each other.
When the guy falls off the motorcycle and it goes into slow mo and he's like rolling, that's got to be rotoscoped. I think you're right.
Yeah, they don't do it a lot, but they did it a few times with some of the bike stuff. But like, I guess that was my main thing after I watched it again was like, I still don't really know what happened at the end. And I kind of wanted to know, and I haven't read the manga yet. I don't know if they sort of touch on that like later.
They touch on it, and I haven't read it since college. I hope to reread all of it now, so maybe I'll have a better answer for you here in the next week or two. But
okay,
they touch on it in the same broad terms that you get in that scene where Kay and Kaneda are locked up in the police metropolitan building or whatever. Like, what's her name? Kyoko is like channeling Kay and explaining this stuff about the power of an amoeba, and before that, the Big Bang, and kind of like Tetsuo's an amoeba, and it's like he's like he does that thing where he's like, oh yes sir, because he's like falling asleep in class. But they do the same kind of like broad. This is the power of the universe. This is because when they figured out how to split the atom, there was all that talk of like this is the basic building blocks of reality. Like this is the using electrons to split apart matter itself produces the energy of the atom bomb. I think it's kind of the same. They're trying to do the same thing, but with biological material. They're trying to say like everything because there's that popular that kind of thought process that was popularized by the guy who did Cosmos, famous astrophysicist
Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan. The thing was popular. We're all made of star stuff. Like the stuff that existed after the Big Bang is all the same stuff that still exists now.
Star seeds, yeah.
Yeah. So no new stuff has been created. It's always been the same stuff. It just becomes other chemical stuff. And that's I think that's they ambiguize that into what's happening in Akira. Like it's tapping into that power from the beginning of creation, I think. Or maybe I'm an idiot and I'm way off base. I have no clue.
Well, there's that scene where Tetsuo's power is going out of control and that doctor is like watching that thing.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I'm like, why is the military guy so mad at him? Like about that, like you idiot.
I just assumed the pattern gets bigger, and that means because he tells him at the beginning of the movie, he's like, if it starts to look like he might get out of control, destroy him. Like we can't have another Akira situation on our hands. And
like when
he lets it get out of hand, and they have another Akira situation on their hands, and it's his fault.
He's like, well,
you had one job.
Exactly, yeah. But when that thing's going out of control, he's like, "This is impossible. This is the beginning of the universe." He actually says that. Like that's what the energy is supposed to be.
Right.
I guess.
So it's there's those little like crumbs of information. I think that's I've talked about this when we've watched other things on the show, but I really like when a movie doesn't just sit you down and look you in the face and explain to you what's going on. There's a few pieces here, and if you really want to figure it out, you can get close, but you're never going to have the full story. And that's what makes this movie so very interesting, at least to me.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. I love that I get so much, and I can dive as deep as I want to, or I can just accept it for what it is on however many watch throughs.
Yeah, all 4 of the movies that we watch are going to be on like rotation for me every year because they're so good. Yeah, I said this a million times. The art in this is great. I actually put one on my wallpaper on one of my laptops.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much an overview of the motorcycle because that's another thing I like, that they put like corporation stickers showing kind of like corporations are taking over.
I always like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Are you gonna get Kaneda's jacket?
The one with the pill.
Yeah, the one with the big pill on the back. Yeah,
it's rad. If they have like a big fucking jacket, like for me, I'd get it.
Where is it? The box set of the manga I have came with a patch of it, but I don't. It's right here somewhere. I was gonna say it.
And is this anime kind of showing like it's not hating on technology, but it's saying like technology is kind of like ruining us in a way?
Sort of. I just kind of see it as this is the world. Like technology is going to advance.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's more about just how people are shitty, and regardless of where they're at, they will use whatever means they need to destroy themselves.
Yeah. It's not technology. It's just people using technology shit. Like everything's just so like filthy and disgusting, and it's just, I think that's just the way the city is. Like,
I think it's more about like societal rot than stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's not just technological; it's cultural.
Yeah.
Was he
Like
hallucinating? Oh, you go, Zach. I'm sorry.
No, you're going to get to a bigger point than what I was going to make. So you go.
What was the Tetsuo like? Was he hallucinating his guts coming out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's kind of having a breakdown.
The Videodrome type of shit, that the body horror that was happening in this anime, I liked it. I was like, I kind of, I don't cringe, but I get squeamish watching Videodrome and like his type of movies.
Sure.
But like anime is fine. I'm like, that's not real. That's
I mean,
wrong.
some of it is like if I could be a middle schooler for a second, that part where they at the beginning where the guy's trying to get the one of the test subjects away and they just blow him apart with machine guns. It's so scarily well animated.
Dude,
they
like,
holy shit. At
him
that point in the movie, you don't fully know what you're in for. And then this guy gets torn apart by machine gun bullets. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. Escalates pretty quickly.
Dude, when it like
the gun violence is crazy. Like the scene where they're in the sewers. By the way, there's like multiple sewer scenes, but this is one of the few bits of media where they actually like show, oh yeah, you just submerged yourself in fucking shit water.
Yeah,
you went above.
People react appropriately,
vomit immediately. But like when she shoots that guy in the head, down there, Kay does, then he just kind of and he falls, slides against the wall, and just kind of collapses into the sewer water. It's like shit.
Trying to think what else to talk about. I had to like rewatch this anime like 1,000 times because I have so many questions, and since I have the manga, I'm gonna be reading it as well because I'm interested because the ranking in this fucking anime that we had to do was really hard. Especially like when I'm comparing this to Ghost in the Shell, because like those are even for me. But is there anything else you guys want to talk about as far as this anime?
Music,
Great. Yes.
The soundtrack to this movie is so perfect, and I love it so much. But interestingly, they announced that they were doing like some collector's vinyl of the soundtrack, and then my knee-jerk reaction was, "I gotta own that. That's cool as hell." And then I started thinking about it. It's like, well, what am I gonna do? Like brew up a nice cup of coffee first thing in the morning and spin the Akira soundtrack vinyl and just, it's not really like easy listening. Like it's all in service of the movie, but man, the soundtrack to this movie is so cool.
Yeah, no, it is.
There's so many moments that are punctuated so well by that crazy like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that's why I compared also like Tarantino in this because like when they like that guy got fucking blown away by the machine guns, I'm like, that's what Tarantino would have fucking done.
No, Tarantino saw this and was like, "I'm going to do that in a movie in real
Yep.
life."
Kill
Yeah.
Bill. There you go.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a thing. I can see so much of media that I've watched over the last 30+ years of my life and see that they were influenced or directly just ripped something from this movie. And I'm like, oh, that's where that's from. Did that a lot. Like, oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, fun facts. I guess we're getting into the fun facts portion a little bit. Yeah, Max Landis did get influence from this, by the way, for the movie Chronicles. Has anybody seen that found footage film?
Not the whole thing, though.
No, I saw a clip from it recently. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I want to see that movie one day. I never watched it.
Yeah, it's pretty much not like copying Akira, like
It's like influenced by it.
Yeah, like the three friends, and then one like gets all that power and goes crazy. Essentially, that's what Chronicles is. It's a good film. I recommend it.
Yeah.
But Chaz, you were about to say something. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't remember what it was.
But you said you had fun facts that you wanted to bring up. I remember in the messenger.
Oh yeah, it was just we already brought it up. It was just about Johnny Wong Bosch. Or Young Bosch, however you say his full name. But that guy has been in everything. Holy shit. Go look at his IMDb history and just see all the stuff that he has voice acted. He's got his hands on everything.
Is he like the voice actor Nolan North? That dude's in every fucking video game.
He's like he's like the Nolan North of anime, but he also does video game shit.
Oh, he has a ton of video game stuff. Yeah, seriously, go and look at like the 500+ things he's been in between movies and video games. The other Black Ranger was busy. Yeah, and he played some pretty like iconic roles, like for anime as well as video games. Like there's some pretty big names as far as characters and media that he's got to portray, which is really cool.
When did anime dubs start to get big with like bigger actors that wanted to be in voiceovers?
Well, Disney was using big actors for Ghibli movies as early as the 90s, but I don't think it became the norm until the 2000s.
Yeah.
People started paying more attention to who is in these animes, voiceovers and stuff. I want to say around then.
Unfortunately, I'd rather just get voice actors. I hate that. I hate this thing where you have to have stars be the voices of Mario or whoever.
Yeah, Kojima. Sorry.
You don't like Chris Pratt as Mario?
Nope.
It's me, Mario. That's Chris Pratt. So, is it final ranking time?
Yeah, hang on. Let me show you this really cool panel real quick. There you go. I love that shit.
Oh, that's
Nice.
really cool shot.
You guys got to read the manga. Yeah, it's Tetsuo.
I remember the clown guy was doing that, like in the chase.
Well, yeah, like the movie starts with them fighting the clowns, and in the manga they fight the clowns later. Things are moved around a little bit. Everything still happens, but they kind of adjusted things so they could get like one easy movie. Because again, like the movie ends a little bit into volume 2. This is volume 1, and the rest of it's here. I want to show off. I have one of my prized media possessions. The 35th anniversary box sets.
Oh shit!
It rules.
Yeah, it's really cool.
But yeah, it's
Oh man, that looks. Do they still got that shit?
Oh, they reprinted it once. There you go.
I like
really
that.
Cool.
That's awesome. Very nice.
All right, I gotta ask this stupid question because it's like been bothering my stupid fucking head. Did we watch like a sexual assault in like all the movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, kind of.
Is there one in Ghost in the Shell?
I don't
think there is.
No,
That's the only one I can't remember one in.
There's not a direct sexual assault. There's just a lot of cyborg
boobs.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking
3 out of 4 movies. Yeah,
Actually, boobies were assaulting other people. That's what it was. Technically.
Yeah, you're right. All right, final ranking time.
Let's see how hard this is going to be. I things aren't going exactly as I thought they would go, but more or less.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go first with mine.
Do it.
So I have Akira at number 4 with 3 points. I have Ghost in the Shell at number 3 with 3 points. So the reason I like both of them, even though I was like confused on Akira more, that just made me want to watch more Akira. So I do like both of these movies. Wings of Mayonnaise at number 4 for number 2. And number 1, Perfect Blue with 5 points.
Wow. Well, I'll go second. Again, they're all winners. I love all these movies. I'm going to watch them all again several times in my life. But number 4 is Ghost in the Shell with 2 points. Number 3 is Royal Space Force with 3 points. Number 2 is Perfect Blue with 4 points. It hurt only giving it 4 points because I really love Satoshi Kon. But Akira is number 1 with 6 points because like I said, I've seen that movie so many times. I own the manga. It's one of my favorite like stories ever. I love Akira.
All right, Zach, you want to go?
Yeah, mine's the same as Andy's, but swap Akira and Perfect Blue. It's just,
Even the
Blue has
points.
6 points
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So that makes it quick. I wish I had more points to give out, but
Yeah.
I don't. So it just fell that way.
For real though, I felt it, and I kind of went with the fact that I recommend all of these movies. I like all of these movies, but I definitely like some of them much more than others. So that's how I went for my ranking. So my actual ranking is the same as Andy's, except the points are distributed a little differently. So I have only 1 point for Ghost in the Shell, which is so weird because it's great, but again, it just when you're comparing it to what we're watching, it's hard. Royal Space Force at 3 points, Perfect Blue with 4 points, and I have Akira at 7 points.
I originally had Akira with 7, and then Perfect Blue and Royal Space Force each had 3, but I decided to move it around a little bit for my boy Satoshi Kon.
Okay, yeah, I was really struggling because and the only reason was I felt weird trying to figure out where to put points because I felt bad. Like it's not to say that Ghost in the Shell is a bad movie because you can probably throw that in any random list of movies that we've watched, and it would probably be the number 1 movie, right? But it's like, well, it gets these, it's not. So, yeah. No,
I'm really surprised by a lot of things. I'm surprised we all liked Royal Space Force as much as we did. Like,
right? That movie was awesome.
Yeah, like, just because like it's so hard to find people talking about it, I was thinking, oh, it's going to be all style, no substance. It's going to be well animated, but the story's going to suck out loud or something. No, that movie's great.
No, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
that
really
movie
good,
kicked ass. Yeah.
A lot of anime has good storytelling. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the final ranking?
Yeah. So I spoilers. I already added up the math, and it's close. It's very close. So Ghost in the Shell is number 4. Number 3, we have Royal Space Force, Wings of Hanamis. Perfect Blue at number 2, which it had 19 points.
It's because I was being selfish, and for the month of June, I'm taking over the whole month with Terminator. So the first movie that we are going to watch is The Terminator 1984. We did watch T2 already. I think it was like the best sequel theme or whatever. We are going to be including that in this ranking. So just keep that in mind. If you want to rewatch Terminator 2, like what I'm going to do, I'm watching all Terminator movies, including Terminator Genesis, the worst Terminator ever. Because it's stupid, and I like it.
Does that one take place at the end? Is that one of the most recent?
The one that just came out is Dark
Genesis.
Fate.
Dark Fate is the most recent. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I want to try to watch them in order. I stopped watching them after Salvation. Salvation's fine, but I never watched them after that.
I have never watched any of them after T1 and T2. I've literally never
Really?
watched, yeah, I've only watched
Insane.
them 2.
Well, prepare to be disappointed a little bit, but they're not that bad.
I'm actually going to defend Terminator 3.
I'm not.
Okay. Then
Well, next week we're going to talk about Terminator 1, which rules, and we're going to have fun doing that. But make sure you definitely come back the week after that, when apparently we're going to have a Terminator 3 debate.
Yeah. And just to point out for Terminator 2, I thought it was fun to go back and look. So we watched it. I had a mystery theme back in 2023, so it's 3 years ago, where I did a mystery theme, and Terminator 2 was one of the 6 movies. We watched 6 films and put them all together. Do you guys remember the films? Don't look.
No,
I don't remember the theme. I don't remember anything else.
Yeah. I don't remember the theme, to be honest. It was mystery theme, and I think it had something to do with regrets or going too far, because the movie list is Terminator 2, Jurassic
It was obviously
Park,
a very memorable theme.
American History X, Barbarian.
I still maintain that you chose a bunch of movies you wanted to watch and then later figured out how they were linked.
I mean, sure. But yeah, that's also there's such a wild contrast in those movies, because we watched Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park, and we also watched Requiem for a Dream.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Most overbloated movies ever. Ugh.
Is it Silent Stinger time?
Loud Stinger.
Loud Stinger? No, there's no.
I hope there's no violence in it. Oh, there's violence in it.
Woo!
Oh shit, he got him.
Who was it? It's Sting.
Nothing silent about it.
All right, this is the host credit scene. We're going to talk about what we've been watching, doing, playing, and doing other stuff. I'm going to go first because I already talked about it. I started reading Akira. Yay! Man, like I said, I watched the movie. I watched the dub, and then I put the sub on, and I have to admit, it didn't have 100% of my attention. I did it while I was sleeving some decks for Gundam, and then I was like, man, I own that really expensive box set. Maybe it's time to read it again. So it was time to read it again. I don't know how long I'll stick with it. I have a bad habit of like getting halfway through something and not finishing it. And speaking of getting halfway through something and not finishing it, I'm still working on finishing Sopranos. I thought I was going to finish season 5, but there's more than 10 episodes in season 5, so I'm on episode 11. I thought I was done, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty good so far. I really like Steve Buscemi's character.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like him a lot.
I like it. I like that he tries to go straight, and then like just really out of nowhere, like in the space of like 20 minutes worth of airtime, it all just comes back, and it's done in such a well-written, believable way. There's that episode where he's kind of sinking back, and it deals with Christopher and his like screenwriter friend. They're both in the program. They're recovering addicts, and it's kind of about like, it's so obvious that his friend is addicted to gambling, but Christopher can't see it, and he just kind of ends up just exploiting him. And like, I don't. That episode's so good. It's one of my favorite episodes so far. It's extremely good. The whole episode deals with different kinds of addiction, but at no point does anyone say that that's what the episode's about. Which, like I just talked about, I really like that. Mm-hmm. So that's been a lot of my spare time. And other than that, it's been, Gundam. Obviously, finally we got done with. A couple weeks ago, I talked about there was the starter deck release events. There was the new set came out. There was the new type challenges. That's all in the review. Finally, it's back to just good old fashioned locals. I don't have to overly prepare. So honestly, I have like 4 deck ideas that are all stupid, and I'm going to play them all now. We're gonna throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks. I think this is the most fun, because for the new type challenge, I wanted to actually be somewhat competitive. I played 1 Year War into Xeon, if anyone knows what the hell those words mean. And I went 2 and 3 at one new type challenge, and at the other one I played White, Blue, Banshee Norn, and that one I was 2 and 3. So yeah, it was fine. It was the one where I played 1 Year War was obviously a lot more successful, and the 2 games that I lost were like close. In one of the games, I never drew pilot. I just not the whole game. No pilots, 0 pilots for me. If I'd have had Amuro or Char, I could have won that game. I'm sure of it. But whatever, that's the way card games go sometimes.
Yeah, you got to shuffle better.
Yeah, no, that's right. I got to seed better is what it's got to be.
Okay.
Mark your cards.
No, none of that. But yeah, I do need to. I've taken to what's it called when you make the stacks? It's not table shuffling, it's stack shuffling. Or
Pile
something.
shuffling.
Yeah, I've started doing that a lot more. I feel like that's getting me a more thorough shuffle because I usually just just fold the cards in each other. Whatever, who cares? And then of course I'm still doing Big Trouble Reps. We're still opening lots of exciting stuff over there. I've actually got 3 boxes of Gundam on the way and some interesting Pokemon stuff. So if you haven't checked it out or you haven't checked it out in a while, there's a bunch of exciting stuff coming here in the next couple weeks. So don't miss that. But
did you get 100 subs yet?
I'm at 99.
You're Wayne Gretzky.
So it's close. It's very, very close. Every morning I wake up and check. I think there's going to be 100 because I want to send a message. It's like, look, 100. And they're going to put some emojis that are like little celebration things. Not yet.
It'll come soon.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully. Basically, what I need to do is just buy a bunch of prismatic evolutions and open that. The algorithm loves that set.
Yeah, you'll get tons.
But I don't like that set that much. I think it's boring.
Yeah, the pull rate in that set is absolutely awful.
Exactly. That's why it's not fun to open. Like, I want to open something with a better pull rate. Like, honestly, my favorite thing of all time to open is still Crown Zenith. I think it has like the best pull rate in recent memory. But
Crown Zenith and base set Scarlet Violet have crazy good pull rates.
You know what's funny? That's the last time I was able to walk into a GameStop and actually see fucking stock there is when Crown Zenith and fucking Scarlet was out.
Yeah, I wish I'd have loaded up on Crown Zenith. Like, even when that set was out, I was like, this is like my favorite set. And now one of the shops that I play Gundam Locals at has packs for sale. They are $30 a pack is what Crown Zenith is up to. So
I told you guys at the comic book shop there was like these, not the ETBs or the or it was like the small booster packs where
booster
like,
bundle, 6 packs in a box.
Yeah,
right?
it was like $80, and I was like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. I'll just fucking wait.
And depending on the set, that's what they are.
Yeah, it's just stupid. I don't want to beat a dead horse.
Totally
Who's next?
Who is next? Zach, you're next. You also played Gundam. I like to find segues. That's how I choose. So, Zach, you go next.
Yeah, I played Gundam 2, but like not any locals or new type challenges because I couldn't make any of that shit. There's no locals where I live.
You need to make one. You need to find a card shop and you need to strong arm them.
Yeah, open one. Do it. You won't.
Shop. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Or move back here.
We'll see. One or the other will happen, I guess, eventually.
Sweet.
But
wait, you gonna open a shop? Let's do it.
Yeah, that's right.
not open a shop. If I do open a shop, none of the scalper motherfuckers are allowed in.
Yeah.
Tell them
I'll be security.
Go drink bleach. Get out of here.
He's gonna like people are gonna bring things to the counter to buy, and he's gonna start tearing the plastic off it. And they're gonna be like, "What are you doing? The resale value." He's gonna put a gun in their face.
Yeah, Will. I'll be like, "Get the fuck out of my store. Never come back." But no, I've been experimenting with more builds and shit. Like I tried to build a League Militaire deck, and it's like weird. And I see what can work with it, but
you don't like the pants?
No, I like the pants. That shit's cool.
Nice.
But like,
Cool.
I just can't. I got to figure out the correct configuration to use with it.
We had a big conversation before the new type challenge started, and it was like 4 or 5 of us. We all kind of came to the same realization at the same time that all of us secretly wanted to build Banshee pants, which is League Militaire into Banshee. And we all just kind of like looked at each other. It's like, well, I'll see you next week, I guess. So now the race is on to make the best Banshee pants deck.
Shit's funny.
I need more Victory Gundams. I still just have one.
One I thought about trying was Victory Gundam with Penelope because you get so much draw.
What, the flight form or the other one?
The big one, the big LR
one.
from the starter.
I pulled one of those this morning.
You got, because Victory gets draw and then that thing gets draw.
Yeah.
So, ooh. But what did I work? I did a Xeon deck. I don't know that it's that good. The weirdly enough, the one I wasn't most confident in, the Psycho Gundam deck, is the one that did the best.
Yeah, you showed that deck list, and like part of me got flashbacks to like being in high school. I would make Magic decks that just like had a thematic theme, but not a strategic theme all the time. And it feels like that, but those things all do work together really well. And the fact that there are so many units that just have Cyber type as the link, it makes it so easy.
Yeah, it works. I get a lot of links, a lot. It actually kind of works. It's funny. I feel good about that too because everybody kept poo pooing on the Psycho Gundams. Like, no, they're actually good. Besides the original one, I'm like, these other two are good too. Trust me. And, they are.
Yeah, I was poo pooing on the Mark II a little bit because I thought it should have been better, but I guess it's fine.
Yeah, it wasn't just you though. A lot of other people did too.
It's just I think I just wanted it to be better, but I really want to play that deck at some point when we have time.
Yeah, I'll play it next time we do some matches online. I've also been watching Victory Gundam again. I'm like 38 episodes in, so I got 12 left. And I guess I don't know when they're going back to space. I know they're going to go back to space at some point. But goddamn, poor Uso, that boy, he just goes through so much. I don't think there's a Gundam protagonist that gets it worse than him, honestly, at this point.
Wow.
I don't. It's by such a huge
because some of
margin.
them get it.
No, like what happened to him, like it's like even worse than Camille and everything for real.
Whoa. All right. I guess I'll see one day.
His name is Uso, like Jay Uso.
Uso Ewan is his name.
Okay, Us.
Us. Yeah, that's what I think of that too, unfortunately. Yeah, it's still cool. I still like it. And then I watched the F1 race in Miami. They came back.
Oh yeah, I watched that too. I forgot. It was so meh. I forgot.
It was all right,
Yeah, it was all right. Like it wasn't a disaster or anything. It's just kind of. I honestly I chalk it up to I hate that track. Miami is one of my least favorite tracks.
It's kind of not a real interesting track. It's kind of dull for some reason. I don't know why, but like I guess that gets into track build discussion.
Did
There's
Max
so many
win?
old tracks, huh?
Did Max win?
No, Kimi Antonelli won again.
Max hasn't won this year.
Yeah, now he did do a lot better this time than he was doing. I guess during break they've done a lot to their car.
There's been a lot of conversation about if he didn't spin in that first lap, whether or not he would be on the podium.
I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Because that was the thing. The race started. He spun like in 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, like right off the bat, and he dropped down to 10th, but he still finished fourth, fifth. He finished something, and then Chuck got the penalty, and he finished better after that, or something.
They're trying to fight that, and I think they should. I still think it's bullshit.
It kind of is. It's bullshit.
Charles Leclerc fucking spun out too, almost at the end of the race, and he kind of hit a wall, but he didn't hit it too bad, and he kept going because of that. And they gave him a penalty because he was continued racing in unsafe conditions. I'm like, his car can still go. What was he supposed to do? Just fucking stop and then
in the final lap of the race?
Yeah, cause a caution the whole time, a safety car. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to the other races. I've heard talk Silverstone offered to do 2 races to help fill out the calendar. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I've seen that, and I've seen somewhere else wanted to do it because they're gonna add Turkey back to the calendar in 2 years, and they said, "Hey, we'll do a race right now. We're ready." So, like a bunch of places were like, "Oh, they should do a race there or here," but none of them could like get it ready in time. But Turkey seemed like the only one that might be able to get their shit together in time. So it was that, or double Silverstone, which would be fine. Silverstone's a cool track.
The Silverstone residency. That's what
residency. Yeah.
But, yeah, I'd like to see some of these older tracks he used to run come back. Like there was one in South Africa.
Yeah,
that was cool. The Nuremberg Ring, they used to run that.
The Green Hell.
Yeah, and then I guess there was one in South Korea that they don't run anymore or something.
I thought they only did it for like 3 years or something.
I
might be misremembering. I mean, it's not like I was watching F1 then anyway. So
I think there was another one in Japan they used to do too. I don't remember the name of it though.
Well, Suzuka is such a nice track. I don't think they're going to move it.
Nah. But yeah, whatever. Maybe they'll look at some of these because of recent events. Maybe they'll look at some of these other places and somebody will get a chance. But that's everything I did. I didn't do a whole lot. Dubs.
How about those Mets?
Actually, I was look in the eye. They were winning like 8-1. Now it's 8-4 at the bottom of 6. So they're probably gonna fucking ruin it. But they've been winning.
Tired.
They won like 2 out of the last 3 games. So they're doing okay. But they're not gonna make the playoffs. I'm not fucking hyping myself up. Even if they go on a 5-game winning streak, they're just gonna go on a 15 losing streak. So fuck them.
It's so weird. Like the Mets were on such a horrible streak. I heard about it from like 2 or 3 other sources, like outside of just like being a baseball fan and this podcast. Like they were playing a clip on WATP that mentioned it. For Christ's sake, like I'm hearing it everywhere. It's like, man, the Mets are really terrible this year, aren't they? Every time I think about you.
What haunts me the most, because I've seen the Mets when they were now I've seen it as the worst is this year, but I've seen like worse seasons from the Mets in the past. And when we got Juan Soto for that ridiculous contract, there was fucking Mets fans going, World Series bound, here we come. And I go, wait a second, brother.
We had an optimist.
No. When you're a Mets fan, you're supposed to be cautiously optimistic. I was cautiously optimistic. I was like, all right, we got a good player. He knows how to hit the fucking ball. Now we need to get players around him. And the DM just said, you know what? Let's go into the bargain bin of all those fucking old players that are just fucking worthless at this point. Let's put them around Juan Soto. And how's that worked out for you, you smiling piece of shit? God, I fucking hate you.
All right. We're gonna get you your own baseball show one of these days, buddy.
Yeah, but anyway,
I'm gonna buy one of those like pirate AM station like setups and ship it to you, so you can just broadcast to all the Floridians about how terrible the Mets are.
We're gonna go on Blog Talk. Do you remember Blog Talk Radio? You remember that in the bet?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it'd be like it used to be like when podcasts started getting big, like they had like it's kind of like here with Restream, but it was like very fucking hard to do because the UI just sucked. But anyway, I finally got some trading cards because I went to my comic book shop and I was like, they're not gonna have Gundam. It's gonna be the other one that's 20 fucking minutes away from here. No, they had the new one.
We investigated it. You got some locals nearby. You should start going to them.
Dude, driving in Florida is like trying to drive with fucking NASCAR people.
I know you got to dodge all the alligators and stuff, but I think you'll make it.
No, I can vouch for him. The people down there drive different. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with them.
I've driven in Florida. I've done it more than once. I understand.
Yeah, but I'm looking to do more shit. But anyway, this is what I pulled.
Gundam X.
And the camphor. This is my favorite one.
Yeah, that one rules. He's also one of my favorites.
Yeah. It was fun opening, and the art in that is really cool. Like actually seeing it physically and not on Andy's channel all the time where he's opening up all the Gundam. I want to open.
We'll see it there too, though. I mean, come on.
yeah, it's cool there too, but it's actually super cool when it's in my hand finally. Like it's not a dream anymore; it's a reality. Because for me, I'm just like.
Hey, online, if you search right now, though, some people are selling booster boxes at discounted rates because the new set just came out. So
yeah, what I'm gonna
look into that.
There's some on Amazon, which I did look, and it's actually the English one because they fucking trick you with the Japanese one. They're like, "Oh, cool, $20," and you're like, "Nope."
Exactly.
But soon I'm gonna be buying some booster boxes because I like the opening part, but I'm actually learning based off of the website you guys showed me, TCG Player. So I've been looking into that, and I didn't know there was like shops that I could actually get it from hobby shops in that app or in that website.
Yeah, they all just list on there. That's basically what TCG Player is.
It's eBay for cards.
Yeah.
Cards.
I had 5 days off, just a mini vacation that I wanted to get away from my shitty ass job. So
damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I played more Pragmata. I'm still slowly going through it, but God, there's gonna be so much replay value after I'm done with that. I kind of wish Resident Evil Requiem, even though I know it's coming, I wish they preloaded it how Pragmata got it because there's so much shit after it. There's like VR training missions like from Metal Gear Solid in Pragmata.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, they did say today, they did give an update saying, you guys better try to finish this game before May's over. Like, so that implies they're going to drop an update before the month's over.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
So
Oh my God.
it's going to be the single player post
Expansion
focused mode. Yeah. So I think it's Mercenaries.
Dude, I want Mercenaries so bad. Like in that fucking hospital and the Raccoon City itself doing Mercenaries, that's gonna be cool as hell if they do that.
Yeah. Let's go.
I watched a miniseries by God, what's his fucking name? The guy who did Civil War and Ex Machina. Fuck. Hold on a second. Whatever. I played FX. FX is called Dev, DEV. And
Greek
it has Nick Offerman in it. He's like the tech, kind of like an Elon Musk. He's building like this quantum computer that can go into the past and present. They have like a screen with like pixels that are going crazy on the screen, and they find the wavelength of light and sound. And they saw Jesus on the cross, saw Abraham Lincoln at Gettysburg, but it's like many worlds, so they do multiverse. So it's not really Jesus; it's another Jesus in a different world.
It sounds like
did they see Jesus on the cross on the moon and the astronaut being like this?
No,
that's okay. Okay. By the way, that guy's name is Alex Garland.
Yes, there you go.
Garland.
I kept on saying Andrew Garfield. I'm like, that's an actor, but it's yeah.
It's not Spider-Man. He's not fucking Spider-Man.
I knew it was Gar something, and then I was like, I forget.
Yeah, I actually dig a lot of Alex Garland shit because Ex Machina was really cool. Dev was a good show. I liked Civil War, the movie that came out recently with him. And then there's another one that he did. He's big into like video games. Right. He's doing the fucking From Software game.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Yeah, he's writing that one.
You guys seen all the clips of like people just walking around the set? They don't care. There's no security. People just like filming it. It's funny.
Wow.
It looks legit though. Like it looks like, I mean, if the movie's going to reflect the work they put into that set, it's going to be a pretty kick-ass movie.
Well, I know it's actually going to do really well because Alex Garland made a comment, and I don't understand it, but all the people that play Dark Souls games was like, "Oh, this guy's legit." He's like, "I don't think I could do a Dark Souls movie without having the world of Elden Ring done first." So I don't know what that means, but a lot of the From Software fans was like, "This guy's legit. He knows what the fuck he's talking about." So I don't know. Take that as it is.
Nick Offerman is going to be in the Elden Ring movie.
Wow. Really? Nice.
Sure is.
Yeah. But I recommend it. It's 8 episodes. I just got Disney Plus. So I got a lot of fucking movies and TV shows now that I could watch. Like I want to watch X-Men 97. Cool. I want to watch the Spider-Man animated series. I'm gonna go back to like my childhood, eating some fucking Cheerios and watching that.
I can't wait to hear updates about that because I rewatched the Spider-Man animated series a few years ago, all of it, and I watched X-Men 97 when it dropped initially, and it was cool. So yeah.
Do they have the original X-Men TV show as well? Okay, yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Other than that, I think that's all I've done. Oh, I don't want to talk about Stuttering John. All you need to know about Stuttering John is that he got mad at a kid because he drank his vodka, but they were fucking in his house.
He's a bad dad. We talked about that a little bit last week. What was your guess as to how long he would be gone?
I think 3 months.
3 months. Okay, because I said 11 weeks. And none of this Price is Right rules bullshit. We're going by who's closest.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are thinking he thinks he's coming. A lot of people are thinking he's coming back next week. Like once the ruling.
Probably. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, once the rolling is done, he's gonna come back and complain and be the victim. Because
Well, he's gonna claim victory, is what he'll do.
yeah,
He stood up for himself. He's a hero.
The shitware Shuli Network are watching like old shit
what?
and
Shitware.
the shitware. That's what he calls the Shuli Network, the shitware. But
The fuck?
yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Scam network, Lady K.
But Shuli and them are been watching like old Stuttering John videos. And also, he was on this guy named Tommy. I don't know who the fuck he is. He's like some Italian that kind of looks like the Situation from Jersey Shore. But
I forgot about Tommy. Ah,
yeah,
they used to talk about him on WATP all the time. He's been gone for a while. Oh man, I forgot about that.
yeah, he went on there talking about Howard Stern.
He has like a ton of plastic surgery, and he always talks about aliens and shit. Yeah, Tommy's great. I forgot about him.
Now I know why the jokes, because they kept on taking Tommy's body and having him be levitated into a UFO.
He's from space. He's a space alien. Yep.
Yeah. But they were talking about Howard Stern and Stuttering John. Like, he always has to like make every little thing into something big. He's like, you know what? I'm really disappointed at Howard Stern. He used to be part of. He was like really big before mainstream, and then he went mainstream, and now he can't do all these edgy jokes. Now we got actors coming and all that stuff. And then the Chewie's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, he got older. He has kids now that are older to watch a show. He's not gonna do some fucking stupid shit that he did in the '90s.
He sucks now. He sucks out loud.
Yeah, but anyway, me and Andy have a wager. I have a feeling he's gonna be back next week, so we'll see. Oh yeah. I'm aware of that. That's why I'm not paying attention over there. Chaz,
you're so subtle.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on. I'm glad we didn't talk about Stuttering John or any of that at all. You take it literally. I'm not going to talk about it. You talked about it for 4
We're not gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, Dubs. We're gonna make a spin-off show. We're gonna call it Big Trouble in the Dabbleverse.
Oh my god!
And we're gonna run that show until we get invited on Andy's poker show, whatever it's called. All in on the Dabbleverse. That's it. We're gonna do it until we get an invite to that, and then we'll call it. I think we can do it. I think we can get on that show.
All right. So, yeah, I did a couple of things. I'm gonna talk about what I watched first before I talk about what I did, because I did a lot of stuff. So still chomping through Parks and Rec, but nobody cares about that. I'm near the end of season 6. Really didn't make it much further than where I was. DS9, I watched almost a whole season in the time that we've talked last. I'm on the season 4 finale.
So the Dominion War is well underway, right?
I mean, yes and no. Like, there's definitely stuff going on. Like, one of the most recent episodes I watched was the one where they agree with Wayoon, I think is his name, to attack the Renegades, the Renegade Jem'Hadar ship, because like they're attacking both sides. So that happened, and then the last episode I watched was the one where Quark was given a terminal illness, so he decided to sell his body, and it turns out he wasn't dying. And it might be one of my favorite lines so far. Is the doctor calls back and tells him that he's not actually dying in a few days, and his brother goes, "You know what that means? Yes, you're gonna live because I can sue the doctor for malpractice." I just audibly laughed so loud.
Quark episodes are the best ones.
It was a good episode, yeah. But I just enjoyed that specific line so much. I can sue the doctor for malpractice.
I don't talk about it too much because it's such a good episode. But have you seen the episode where they form a union yet?
Yes.
Okay, that's also a really great episode. It's not really a Quark episode, but it kind of is.
It's kind of a Rom episode. Rom's got quite the character progression. Yeah, no. It was good. I've still thoroughly enjoyed the show. I also just watched the episode where Bashir finds a group of people that basically have a doomed terminal, like they're born with a genetic virus, or not genetic virus, but congenital virus, and they're gonna just die from it. It's incurable, and they've been that way for like several generations, and he's like determined he's gonna find a cure of it. That was a really cool episode. So yeah, I've enjoyed it a lot. But the main thing I've done is I did a lot of Pokemon stuff. So I went to Akron, Ohio, home of Full Grip Games, and one Tricky Jim, Andrew Mahone, and I was on his stream where we did a conquest, and it was a valiant effort. I actually won the first 2 games of our best of 7, but then he went on the reverse sweep. I don't know what happened. My decks. It's funny, the 2 decks that I brought that I had little faith in are the ones I won with immediately, and I'll get back to that later. And the other 2
you won with your Fancy Pants Puddles deck, right?
Yeah. So I won with
toxic
this.
one?
Yeah. So my very first game, I won with a brand new deck. Like it's an archetype that like effectively doesn't exist other than someone being goofy and fun. But new cards make it viable, I think. So it's really cool for me to be like, hey, this is a thing I created and put it out first. So, yeah, I call it Puddles or Toxic Shock. But so I played it and won, and then I played Snot Spread, which is the water spread deck that me and another one of my teammates created.
Snot Spread?
Yeah, it's called Snot Spread. Spread's a type of way to play the game where you spread damage everywhere, and it's called Snot Spread because Cubchoo is a Pokemon that like has a cold, and his attack is called Snotted Up, and it makes it so the opposing attacker can't attack.
Cubchoo sounds like the sound you make when you sneeze, and you spread snot when you sneeze. It makes sense.
It is a pun.
Yeah.
It is on purpose.
Yep, sure is. Yep, he's even like his animation, his picture, he has a little like drip of snot coming out of
like
his
the
nose.
way they depict like snotty Japanese children in like some more comedic anime with the great
little
big
drip of
snot
water
thing. It's part of the Pokemon.
Yeah, he literally
It's
has
funny.
it. Like if you like had his plush, he's got like a snot drip. Yeah, it's adorable. But anyway, so I won with those 2. I borrowed a psychic deck, which is also featuring new cards, and promptly lost a game there, or 2 games with that, and then went to my fighting deck, which is my own like pride and joy, and my fighting deck just bricked twice, and it sucked. Well, I can't say it bricked the first time. I had a pretty good start, but I didn't have the way to like just win the game instantly. And he had like the exact cards needed to like hard counter what I was doing. So yeah, it was not a fun time, but it was great to hang out with him. And then I showed him I brought my flex binder to show off the more expensive part of my collection. Yes, I've very much like as much as he like hyped on camera, off camera too was like that was like legitimately the coolest thing ever. So like that's kind of cool to get that type of reaction to someone who's literally traveled the world, like meeting people who create Pokemon.
I mean,
like,
there's so much money sitting there. I would hope that you could get a reaction out of it. Like you've earned it.
I know, and like it's weird because I don't get to show that off much, but I've literally went to like a trade night and shown that off, and kids are like, "Oh, whatever." Like it's because, and I think it's because the people there have no idea what they're looking
Well, they're old
at.
cards. They don't know about old cards.
Yeah.
They know about the
Yeah.
evolutions out of Prismatic, but they don't know about the gold stars. They don't know about the shinies or whatever.
Yeah.
Watsy promos.
Yeah. So
Did you hold that binder like a nuclear football? Did you like handcuff your like suitcase?
I got a big laugh out of. He said that you guys like went to eat or something, and you asked if it was okay to leave it there, and he was like, "Yeah, of course it is." And then later he was like, "Oh, I understand now."
Yeah, now I know why you wanted to lock it. No, it's so funny to the point that after we streamed, we took another break before we came back to do the other casting, and as we were leaving, he closed the door, and I was like, "Hey, are you gonna lock that?" And he's like, "Bro, it's locked." And I'm like, "Oh," because I just assumed he put a key. He's like, "No, I hand lock it from the back." I'm like, oh, "Okay." He's like, don't worry. I got a bunch of expensive stuff in there too." And it's like, yeah, I know. I'm just like, I felt weird. Like I wasn't accusing him of not locking it, but it's like also I'm leaving a lot there. So, but no, he was actually he and his wife Natalie, just super cool people. It's been great over the past year to get to know them more. Like the funny thing is, the very first event I went to, like when I was traveling and playing, I had met him, and he and I had a conversation while we were waiting for our first round. And they were still constructing what exists now of Full Grip Games, like it was being built. Like it was a store, but like on the corner, and now it's like this 2-story like big thing, and he has a studio, and they have like a warehouse across the street. Like it's become such a big thing. So it's just really cool to like see that now and how it's developed, but also just again, I wouldn't have thought 5 years ago if you'd have told me, oh yeah, you're totally gonna like play him on his stream and then cast tournaments for him. It's just wild. So it's been fun. But later that evening, getting to it, I also was the commentator for their weekly GLC, which is cool. I co-hosted with one of the other locals and the reigning GLC league champion from their area, Alex Carpenter. So we did that, had a lot of fun.
My favorite part of that is like, I don't know when they're switching to cameras. I guess we'll keep on talking. He kept on,
well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like we're just sitting there chilling out, like just chatting about one thing or another and showing off cards. And if we switch over to the other, we can't show cards off. So I don't know. We had a good time though. So he and I in 3 weeks, he and I are going to cast the next big 3K, which it's going to be an exhausting thing. We casted a 5-round tournament there. We're going to cast a 7-round tournament plus a top 8 cut, which could potentially be 9 more games. So it's going to be a long day, but looking forward to doing that and hanging out with everyone again. Unfortunately, the only downside is I won't have a chance to win anything because I'm not playing, but that said, I'll be able to talk as much smack as I want without anyone contesting it, and then I'll come back and maybe win the next one. We'll see. But in addition to all of the TCG stuff I've been doing and playing, our channel, Turbo Blaze GLC, actually eclipsed 500 subscribers, and we officially got an email from YouTube to start partner status, which is super cool and kind of crazy. So we're on that journey, and we decided as well to do a new way of doing content. Like we've been making these long videos for like deck builds, and like people watch them, but I think like a lot of the people that watch them are more the people that are already really into the game and ask a lot of questions. We wanted something to grab more general audiences or people that just like, don't want to get overwhelmed with information. So we started making deck shorts. And we thought a great way to start would be, hey, we have this new deck. Like Puddles is a new thing that people can kind of brew with. And, and I make the joke now, and I've said it like a couple of times, but I never have to win another game with that deck ever again because I beat the literal creator of the game with that deck. So I never have to win with it again. Yeah, I literally can just like lose 100 games in a row and be like, no, it's still good. It'd be Tricky Jim. It's fine. So, but anyway, we made it short. And it's funny. I just used the same webcam setup, except I put my phone up instead and just made a quick thing, wrote out a script and put it out. And it is only been out for 3 days, and it is our most viewed content on our channel. And we're almost ready to eclipse 1,000 views, which is awesome. Someone put another one out today, and it's already at over 500 views. They did a second deck. We're going to just keep churning out because we have all these decks and ideas that aren't even like they don't even exist, or they're just new. So we're going to just keep putting them out like that. I think it's a more digestible way for people to see the things we're coming up with. But yeah, it's been an awesome time. It's been weird seeing that. Oh, here's the other one. This was another thing too, and I feel like I'm just like glazing myself, and I feel like an asshole, and I'm not. I promise. It's just the stuff that's happened. But the other night, someone messaged me. Like I haven't talked to this person. Like I went to medical school with him. Haven't talked to them in like probably a year, 2 years. And he's like, "Is this you?" And he sent me a clip of the short from my stream with Tricky Jim. He made a short of when he showed the collection off, and I think he titled it. Let me see. I gotta pull up the title because it's just funny how he wrote it. I invited a doctor on my show. I could not believe his binder.
yeah.
It's got 7.4K views. And I was like, it's so funny that someone's like, wait, is this you? I guess I was trending enough that some other person who like just peripherally follows Pokemon but doesn't even play, like just saw this. And I was like, that's kind of cool. So
I know some of it's like superficial, but shorts are so much more like, I don't know. they feel better to publish. Like shorts, I feel like there's more of a short term, no pun intended. I feel good about this content. Like even when it doesn't do great, like obviously I post something every single day and they can't all be zingers. Like sometimes they're even sub 100. Like that's rare, but it'll happen. But every once in a while, one of them will, like you say, like break 1K, 1.2, 1.3K. And it's like, this is cool. And I know some of these people are just like, I don't fucking care about that. But it's nice.
I think it has something to do with like, it's not to say effort, but I think that like when you design a longer video, like so much time can go into recording everything. So then it really feels like the amount of effort you put in it, it's like if it isn't a complete success, it just feels like it's a flop and it like hurts.
Flushed hours down the toilet. Yeah. With a short, it's like, okay, well, that's at most 30 minutes of my time.
Yeah. I mean the first thing I recorded for this, like I think I had to do like a total of like 6 takes. Or it was closer to like 7 or 8, but like I think the first half of them were without a script or anything, and I finally said, okay, let's just get the setup right. I got the camera in the right place I wanted it. I figured out, okay, write out an easy script and just do it. And after that, it was like, oh, this was so fast, and it still only took like an hour to maybe do, but like again. We have some videos that are like 3-4 plus hours, and like we're talking invaluable content as far as like trying to learn how to play a certain type of deck, and those things have views on them. But like we have this 1 minute short that just shows off this goofy poison deck, and it's like, yep, this is the most popular thing on your entire channel. But
now that you've done it once, it will never take that long again. Like you already have the concept of it. You can just get another one ready to go. No problem.
Oh yeah, like our guys have already like. In the time that's been done, which again, literally Sundays when we created it and put it up, we already have 2 more recorded and ready to like just kind of load up and drop. And like I said, the one dropped today at like 5 p.m. and it's already like eclipsed half the videos that we have on the channel. So like again, they're just very easy. Once you get them out there, the algorithm picks up that you're going to have them there. It's just going to be so much easier to get more content and views on it. I think we're even going to take the route of like. We have like a huge set of like custom cards based on like popular cards in the format. I think we're gonna start doing giveaways to like get people to. It kind of stinks like it's like we're trying to bribe people to watch, but I mean, like it's very low effort for us to give out a card that someone might find is ideally cool, but then it gets people to watch the video and comment and like it. So, I mean, do what you got to, right?
No, I think that's pretty common. I wouldn't feel bad about that. Lots of people do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's low effort for somebody to go in and watch something and like it and make a comment about it. Like the one we have right now is it's the Celebrator 500. If you haven't watched it, you should go see it. By the way, it's the coffin video. It's the short that's up. And if you put in there, hashtag ghost and like what your favorite ghost Pokemon is, and you're subscribed to the channel. You enter a raffle to win a gift card, and it's to celebrate our partnership journey with YouTube. So I think I don't think there's anything wrong with it because again, it's not like people are getting charged to do it. We're just asking for your time and just a little effort to show you appreciate what we're doing. And I think getting free stuff that way is again pretty low bar. See people give Steam keys out a lot. I mean, not that we would do that, but I've seen that in a lot of other content I've watched. So it's like custom cards that are pretty, again, they're cool, but they're also not like crazy expensive. I think that's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, you got people coming in, so like that's ideal to do. But like when you're a startup channel and you have this like 0 or whatever, that's like never the thing to do in YouTube is be like, hey, I'm doing a giveaway because all the people you're gonna get is people that are gonna come in just for that giveaway and then go away forever.
For sure. Yeah, that's why we never started like that to begin with. I mean, you have to have a base to start with, for sure.
Just buy views. Fuck it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Only if you're doing it on Twitch and Kick because they don't give a shit. Apparently.
Yeah. But outside of that, it's largely been that. I have spent a little bit of time testing for Nationals, which isn't the format I normally play, but I am getting ready for that because it's coming up just in a little over a month. And don't even own a legal deck, so that's gonna be fun to figure out. But yeah,
All right.
By the way, I saw Cubchew. He looks like he should be a mascot for a tissue company or something.
There you go.
He'd be a great baseball mascot.
Or a baseball mascot. The Japanese, like the Osaka polar bears. Fucking there you go.
Yeah, actually, that's what I need in Japan. Is I need them to replace all of their mascots with Pokemon.
I feel like they've done stuff like that before. They did several ball teams did limited edition hats, and they had Pokemon along with the logo. I thought, oh, that's cool. I really want one of those.
Oh,
surprising no one. They were expensive.
Oh yeah, those do exist because I think that's actually an MLB crossover, right?
No, Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes. Yeah. Because on lids right now, you can get a MLB hat with Looney Tunes on there. And I want to get Lola the bunny for some strange reason on my hat.
Some strange reason, he says. It's unexplained.
Strange.
Yeah,
my tummy feels weird.
Yeah.
Oh no! Help him, boys! Get him some water. My man's thirsty.
All right.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up like a
Well, we'll call that a pretty nice ringing endorsement for you to go subscribe also to Turbo Blaze GLC. But of course, also don't forget to subscribe to Getting Some Color if you like wrestling, and Lost Nightmares if you like horror gaming, and of course my Big Trouble Rips if you like to watch someone waste money every single morning. And come back here next week after commenting, subscribing on this, either on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or on YouTube, and we will start to discuss Terminator. Thanks for watching.
Oh my God, the button's not working. It's not working.
Big trouble.